Welcome back to the Swing Low Podcast Show, man. What's happening with all my people out there in the world today? I hope I have caught you all living in your blessings and being a blessing to somebody out there that means any and everything to y'all, man. How y'all doing out there? Man, hey, it is an absolute pleasure to be back here at this round table. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hold y'all up too long. You know what I'm saying? I just came to drop a few jewels, you know what I mean, as I so often try to do. You know what I'm saying? And please let me say this before I continue. We have been having a few technical issues, you know what I'm saying, with our signal. So if by chance it happens to go out, please bear with us. Stay, don't go nowhere. I have to go out the system and come back in. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I know my roundtable family understand that. Y'all know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? We've been dealing with this issue for quite some time. You know what I'm saying? And still haven't figured out any loopholes to get around that. However, I try to come and be present for y'all as often as I possibly can. You know what I'm saying? And I owe that to y'all. You feel me? Because every time I call up on y'all to come to this round table, you know what I mean? And we come and discuss whatever it is that we need to discuss. Y'all always show up for me. You know what I'm saying? That's an absolute blessing within itself. So thank you all, man. I appreciate you all for bearing with me through the struggles of the technical issues and whatever else. You know what I'm saying? That's what we are here for. We are a family. We are one. So thank you all again. And to the subscribers, hey man, I appreciate all y'all for choosing the Swing Low Podcast Show to come spend some time with. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of other places you could have been. There's a lot of other places you could have chosen, but you chose the Swing Low Podcast to come sit down at. So I appreciate having all of y'all at this round table. Thank you for joining us. And to those of y'all that's just tapping in, that's breezing through, take the time out, man, to like, comment, and subscribe to the Swing Low Podcast Show. Do Rock Creek is greatly appreciated. You know what I'm saying? And look, let me remind y'all to hit that notification bell, man. So when we do go live, or I happen to do a reaction video to something, y'all will be the first ones to get the notification to come join us here at this round table. You feel me? Everything is for free. It don't cost you anything. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. You feel me? I know we've been off for a few days or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's not by my choice. You feel me? Like I've said before, we've been having some technical issues. As y'all can see, it's probably going in and out right now. However, we're going to get through whatever we need to get through, man, and we're going to make this thing happen. You feel me? Because that's what we do for each other. But anyway, as y'all can see from the thumbnail, man, I just wanted to come because I've been seeing a lot of crazy stuff going on online. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people jumping out there, giving their testimonies on, you know, whether they've been through something or seen some stuff or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And you know, the negative feedback to some of that stuff is crazy because you have people out there, whether it be other podcasters or people that's just tapping in, you know what I'm saying, to whatever's going on, um, giving their feedback on certain things that they see. And I get it, I understand. But what I want people to understand, man, is everybody is not the same. And I want people to also understand and know, you know, like I said from the thumbnail, all Crips don't internet gangbang. You feel me? And I'm pretty sure the Bloods and whoever else probably feel the same way because you got a lot of people that don't do the internet. You feel me? That don't do the internet. I used to be one of those people that was more so behind the scenes, behind the camera, you know what I'm saying, doing my thing, man. And I just feel like it's just certain things that don't need to be brought to the internet. Point blank, period. And if you by chance happen to be a person that's bringing your testimony to the internet, you have to move with discretion. You have to move with some type of discretion, man. Some of y'all jumping out there putting a lot of information out, you know what I'm saying, to the public, man. And I've said it before, and I'm gonna continue to school my people here at this round table. You know what I'm saying? We are not the only ones that's tapping into these podcast shows. We are not the only ones that's, if we see something interesting that we want to tap into, you know, We're not the only ones. You got police out there that's assigned to these podcast shows, especially if you are a documented gang member. You know what I'm saying? If you're a documented gang member, you would think in your conscious mind, hey, it's certain things I don't want put out there because you can incriminate yourself or somebody else. You know what I'm saying? While giving your testimony. You know what I'm saying? And y'all have to be careful. Y'all have to be mindful of those things, man. I don't know why people think the only ones that's going to be tapping into these shows, you know what I'm saying, is people from your hood or where you from, you know what I'm saying, or other people in different communities that may be just like yours, you know what I'm saying? That is not the case. That is not the case, man. You know, it wouldn't be right of me seeing these type of things going on without at least putting the warning out there, man. You know what I mean? If we ain't learned nothing from the YSL Young Thug case of seeing how they tried to wrap all those dudes up in the RICO Act, you're crazy. If you ain't never been brought up on a gang indictment, you know what I'm saying? You're crazy to jump out there as a documented gang member speaking on things that is not for the internet. But then again, y'all also have to keep in mind this. People are doing these type of things for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I've called a lot of it WWE type uh, of you know content. I guess we can call it that kind of content, WWE, right? But bro, when y'all are crossing the lines into disrespect, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's disrespecting the dead, disrespecting other people's neighborhoods, sets, you know what I'm saying? Disrespecting kids, mamas, and all this and that, man. You know, the world is real. The internet stuff, it's just the internet. But once you cut that camera off and you have to go back into your real life, guess what? That's where it get real at. So if you are on jumping on camera, saying this and saying that, because we've seen it. We've seen people get clapped up on live. You know what I'm saying? Whether it been from something they jumped behind the camera and said or did or not. But that type of stuff happens. You'll be here one day, gone the next. You know what I'm saying? But what I don't want people to do is to throw everybody into the same category because everybody is not the same. Everybody testimony is not the same. I don't expect anybody's to be like mine. But what I have to advise some of you dudes that's doing these podcasts and putting y'all content out there and giving y'all testimony is this. You better move with caution. You better move with caution, man, because a lot of the things that's coming out is receiving negative feedback. And from that negative feedback, everybody is being thrown into the same barrel. You know what I'm saying? And that's not a good look. That is not a good look. Shout out to Damu Robbins. What's happening, homeboy? Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you, man. As always, I send my love and respect and blessings to you and your family, man. As always, man. For real, for real. Much love, homie. Shout out to my girl Morticia. I love you. I appreciate you. You know what I mean? You know that. As always, thank you for contributing all that you contribute here at the Swang Low podcast. You are definitely the queen of this starship. You feel me? And shout out to everybody that may not catch this live, man. You know what I'm saying? Um I don't really give too many notices about if I'm gonna do the live or not because like I said, we've been dealing with technical issues, man, and I don't want to put it out there that we're gonna do this and then I not be able to show up for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I do what I do when I can, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to those of y'all that happen to catch the live late. You feel me? Nothing but love and appreciation for y'all, man, for tapping in and hearing the message. You feel me? I wish we can get back to doing our thing every day. I promise you, man. I promise you. I just want to bring the best content that I possibly can, clear and concise without all the disturbance. You know what I'm saying? Doing it the way that I got to do it, though, it's gonna be a little bit of disturbance here and there. But like I said, we're gonna fight through what we need to get through, man. And the message is gonna always shine through no matter what. You feel me? And the message of today is, and this is something else. I don't want y'all looking at the thumbnail and think that I am advocating any type of gang activity or any of that, right? But what people out there gotta know, if you don't know me, right, who I am and what I'm about, right? Well, my gang affiliation and my gang ties is definitely to the Crips from where I'm from. However, just because I have those ties to that, you know what I'm saying, does not mean that I am here to push a gang banging narrative. You know what I'm saying? I'm completely against that. I would never come on this platform and advocate any type of gang activity or glorify that. You know what I'm saying? And this is something else y'all got to understand. You got a lot of dudes that don't do the internet. You feel me? I got OG homies that don't do it. You know what I mean? And the conversations that I have with them, and from G's, it's always gonna be on a positive note when you step into this arena right here. And they're gonna tell you, like, man, hey, just push your narrative. You know what I'm saying? You know what lines not to cross, and you know what and what not to do, what to say and what not to say. You know what I'm saying? And really that's for my safety and security, as well as where I come from. You know what I'm saying? And that's some real shit, man. I mean, why would you jump out there pushing this gang narrative and there's gonna be some type of blowback from it? It always is. It always is. And on top of that, like, if you're not pushing it in a way to where you making it a teaching moment for the young dudes, that's what we got to remember. Who you doing this for? What is your objective by even giving your testimony? Is it to help the younger dudes in your community where you from or around the world? Because you got people around the world that be tapping into a lot of these podcasts out here in California. You know what I'm saying? And they are interested in what's going on, but we have to give them a teaching moment in all this and not just be glorifying a lot of BS that ain't, you know, it's not building us, it's destroying us. You feel me? I can't go back and look at some of these shows and be like, I learned something from this. And this is something I want to pass on to my youngins and have them looking at this and respecting it because it's a teaching moment. Nah, a lot of the stuff, nah. Mm-mm. And you have to question, the objective of what these dudes is doing and saying. You feel me? That's why I ask, you know what I'm saying, due to my affiliation, that everybody don't be thrown into the same category because you got a lot of people like myself that are elders that has lived that lifestyle, been through what they've been through, and now have turned their life around, their way of thinking, and it's giving back in a more constructive, positive way. You know what I'm saying? Without having to glorify, you know what I'm saying, that lifestyle that has done nothing for nobody but destroy, tear down. We don't get paid for gang banging. I'm sorry. You feel me? I haven't received one dime. You know what I got out of that lifestyle? A whole bunch of prison time and a whole bunch of losses of people that I would never be able to talk to or see again. And now I see they kids coming up, and a lot of them come to me and they ask me, how was my father? Because a lot of them, was either babies or little kids before their fathers or mothers ended up passing away. So they come to me because they know that I was with them, I was around them, you know what I'm saying? And they want to know what type of person was he or her? What was they into? You feel me? So I only have the memories of us being teens. Describing Your homeboy or homegirl to their kids as a teen is crazy. A lot of them not even, growing into adulthood the way that they should have. You know what I'm saying? So why in turn of that would I turn around and glorify something that helped take them off this earth, away from their kids and family? That's why it's important when I do give my testimony on some of the things that I bring to this platform, whether it be, um, um, from my experiences, in or out of jail with a lot of these people. It's important that I give it to them correctly, the right way, make it a teaching moment so that they don't end up going down some of the paths that took their father or mother's life, or going down the path that I ended up going down, where you end up with a whole bunch of jail time, prison time. You know what I'm saying? And you left with a whole bunch of war stories of, you know, the pain that you've been through by living that type of lifestyle. You feel me? Trust and believe, man. It's more pain and more loss than you could ever imagine. You know what I'm saying? That's why I choose to give it the way that I do, straight up. You feel me? But I just found it interesting that, you have people jumping out there giving their testimonies and speaking on this and speaking on that. And then you see all these other podcasters jumping on board, you know what I'm saying? Piggybacking off of a lot of these dudes and a lot of their stories. All of them do it. All of them do it. You seeing more and more of these dudes giving their testimonies from behind the walls, from prison, from jail. You know what I'm saying? And that with alone has stirred up a whole bunch of stuff all over the internet, right? And then you see other podcasters that's in the free world that's jumping on that bandwagon, you know, helping to create an even deeper narrative. And then you got back and forth going between the two, back and forth. Now, look, I don't hate on nobody. I'm in no position to hate on anybody, whether you're in jail doing your giving your testimony, doing your shows, or on the streets. But it's a right and a wrong way to do things. Straight up. A lot of y'all move with absolutely zero caution. It's repercussions to everything. That's why I'm very careful on how I do what I do, because I know, if I put out the wrong thing or say it in the wrong way, it's going to be blowback, not just from, you know, my peers, you know what I'm saying, but the other people that I described to y'all, the police, that's not liking those narratives that y'all putting out there, and they're going to come crash your party. They're going to crash you. Nobody want to hear anything that's going to potentially start a wildfire. Wildfires get started, man, from words. You know what I'm saying? And once it's started, the people that start them, how you gonna put it out once you start it? If you in one part of the land and that fire start and it burns to another part of the land, where you in the part of the land that you can't get to even put that fire out that you helped start. You feel me? Straight up. Y'all doing, a lot of big numbers. You know what I'm saying? I hear people, oh yeah, my numbers is up, my numbers this, my numbers that, and blah blah blah. Well, I look at that as like I said, I don't hate on anybody. You know what I'm saying? It's just the right and the wrong way to do things, man. And if you're willing to sell your soul to get your numbers up, you know what I'm saying, then hey, have at it. But like I said, hey, it's blowback to everything, especially when it ain't right. If it ain't right, it ain't gonna last. It's not gonna last. And I don't even think a lot of y'all move with longevity in your, you know what I'm saying, thinking on that level like that. You feel me? So hey, and if that's your get down, that's your get down. Who am I to, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, I am here to, make my peoples aware, of these things that, you know, that's going on that I see isn't right. You know what I'm saying? And people is throwing everybody into the same category, and everybody isn't on the same level. Not at all. Not at all. You feel me? And people have gotten at me like, hey, you've spoken about different things, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to jail and this and that and blah blah blah. I absolutely have. And then there's a whole lot of things that I haven't spoken about because I know better. I know what comes with a lot of that stuff, man. And just like I just described about the wildfire, if I start a wildfire, I'm in no position to put it out once it started and it spread it to an area that I can't get to. That's left on the people in the community. And how is that fair? How is that fair to ever start something from a position that you can't put out? I've learned. I've learned over the course of me doing this show, you know what I'm saying, and having certain guests on that may have said some controversial things, or you know what I'm saying, or done some controversial things, man. Hey, man, nah. Once you've been down that road, you don't want to go back down that road because it's not fair to have that shit start and you not be able to put it out. At the end of the day, it all falls on your shoulders. Damu said most of these dudes never live on that level where real usalama is required. And they think it's cool till they end up in a situation, then it's too late. That is absolutely correct, Damo. Shout out to Beach Boy 562. What's happening, homeboy? Appreciate you for tapping in, joining the round table as usual. You know what I'm saying? I send love and blessings to you and your family as always, Brody. Thank you for attending. Hey, Damo. Hey, man. That is, hey, a lot of them have never seen that level of intensity when you know you have to have that usalama. And for those of y'all that don't know what usalama means, it means security in Swahili. You feel me? And think about this. Think about this. And that's something else. To the podcasters that's in the free world, that's jumping on a lot of these dudes that's doing shows from prison, right? Those of y'all that's piggybacking off a lot of the things that's being said from these dudes, what y'all got to think about is this: you can't place all the blame on these dudes that's giving a testimony from prison. You can't place all the blame. How you respond to it, those of y'all that's in the free world that I'm talking about, how y'all respond to it is everything. And a lot of y'all that's doing that are gang affiliated in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So how you respond to this stuff, it's gonna either add to the flames that's being lit, or if you correctly approach the situation, then you can help put it out. But a lot of the times, a lot of you dudes is just chasing this so-called content to get y'all numbers up because y'all see these dudes in prison, their numbers is going through the roof. I bet none of y'all expected that, huh? None of y'all expected that. None of y'all. Not know you haven't. I know you didn't expect none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all sit so comfortable in the free world doing y'all podcasts. You know what I'm saying? And that's something else, man. These podcasters is fluffing their numbers, man. They you know what I'm saying? They getting help. All right. They are getting help. So don't be fooled. Those numbers and all that. That's why I always say here at the Swing Low podcast, one viewer at a time, one subscriber at a time. We not cutting no corners. It's not that important to me to cut no corners. I have never cut a corner in my life. in my whole existence on this earth. You feel me? So that's why I don't believe in cutting corners. I'm not anxious to get to wherever. You feel me? Let's take the scenic route together. And that's what we do here at Swing Low. We take the scenic route because I want to be able to experience life. I want to be able to experience it all so I can give back to those coming up under me correctly, not giving no false stuff or, oh, I took this back street, cut through this alley and hit this backyard fence and made it over here about 15, 20 minutes faster. Oh, nah, man, we ain't cutting no corners over here. But that's what a lot of these podcasters that's out there in the free world doing by piggybacking off of what these dudes in prison is saying and doing. And that's where a lot of y'all are wrecking at. Y'all are wrecking. You feel me? Y'all are doing extreme damage. And just like bro said, like Damu said, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be too late. By the time you realize the damage that you have done or created, it's going to be too late. And I see like that's where the state of a lot of things is right now with a lot of people on social media or these so-called YouTube streets, as a lot of people describe it. You feel me? But everybody should not be thrown into that same category, that is giving their testimony. But anytime I see these dudes, call themselves piggybacking off of because they see these dudes' numbers is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And dudes is chasing. And look, again, I'm not a hater. I don't hate on anybody. I understand dudes is doing this content game, this YouTube stuff, you know what I mean, as a means of survival, as a means to feed their family. You feel me? I would rather y'all do this than go out into the community and destroy it further by committing any type of crime. I would much rather everybody do this. But where you commit the crime on YouTube is throwing that gasoline on the fire that y'all see lit instead of trying to correct it. Instead of trying to correct it, y'all see the car wreck. Y'all driving by, y'all see the car wreck over here. And instead of keeping it moving, you want to hop all out the car, go do your own investigation, tamper with shit. You know what I'm saying? And you making shit worse and you slowing up and holding up traffic. Traffic is backed up in these so-called YouTube streets because y'all are chasing this so-called content. Negative feedback from a lot of this stuff that these dudes from prison is putting out there. It's a lot of negative feedback. But how can y'all cry and complain about any of this stuff if y'all are chasing behind it yourself? Oh, these people in prison saying this and doing that and blah, 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 blah. But y'all chasing the same shit behind them because you see their numbers is up. You see that what they are putting out there has become relevant to the people that like those type of car wrecks. So again, you jump out your car and you go all up in the business that has nothing to do with you, nothing that pertains to you and your life. Why do any of y'all care about what somebody is saying or doing in jail? Oh, I know why. Because the numbers, the numbers. So I don't like being thrown into a category. You feel me? I don't. Because I come from the era where, you know, the dudes that I've come up with and grew up with, hung with, gang banged with, did all this and that with, they don't do cameras. They don't do social media. They don't do YouTube. You feel me? And you would never see me, myself, or a lot of my dudes, you know what I'm saying, jumping online, telling stories that can potentially start a wildfire that can't be put out. And to those that has tried it or done it, Okay, I think we back. I think we back. See, that's what I told y'all, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna go be in and out. You know what I'm saying? I have to go out and come back in, man. However, hey, y'all hang with me, bear with me, man. We're gonna get through it. You know what I mean? But like I was saying, and I'm not gonna hold y'all up too much longer because I don't want it to keep tripping. But hey, the real ones is not gonna encourage any any of us that care about you and love you to go on camera, you know what I'm saying, and speak wild, start these type of wildfires that they can't put out. It's not gonna happen. Ain't none of my G's encouraging nothing like that. It's not gonna happen. I would never encourage nothing like that. Beach Boy said it's crazy these dudes are on the internet fanning the flames, talking reckless about people in their communities, everyone not going for it. And that's real. Nah, everybody not going for it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's destruction, it's destructive. We've talked about being self-destructive before. You feel me? It does more harm than it does building us. You feel me? So everybody cannot bite into that. You feel me? I can't jump out there and chase behind 90% of these stories that y'all see on the internet. I wouldn't. Even if that was something that I could do, I would never do it. You know what I mean? Because I know better as a grown ass man, as an elder that has actually been through some real shit. You know what I'm saying? That don't have to come on here and fabricate, fluff up, you know what I'm saying, and put extras on. You feel me? It does me no justice when it's a million and one people that know who I am. There's a million and one people that has been places with me that know what I'm about and what I stand for. So if I put any extras on anything, bam, somebody gonna jump out there quick and contest it like they supposed to. But why waste that energy? And you know what I'm saying? When I can take this energy and time that I am blessed to come to this roundtable with y'all and give back correctly because I actually care. I got young people, man, that's coming up under me that watch this stuff that I actually care for and love. Homies and shit that's rest in peace, and homegirls that's rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? I come from this community. You feel me? It's not a lot of people that's doing what I'm doing from where I'm from. So if I'm gonna do it, I got to do it correct for them, for the people that I say I love and care for my community that I love and care for. You know what I'm saying? I can't jump online acting like a buffoon, chasing behind this story, and that story to get my numbers up. I can care less about that. You know when I'll start caring about the numbers and all that? When I'm on the other side of this camera. Then you'll see me adding more, but never, never none of the stuff that's going on out there right now where I have to tear down another man. You know what I'm saying? Chase behind this story and piggyback off this and that. And then and again, like I said, like a lot of that stuff that's going on online, it don't involve me because I'm not from the areas where these dudes is from. How I look being from the San Gabriel Valley, Dude Rock, and I'm chasing behind something that's going on way out in San Diego or Los Angeles, you know what I'm saying, or Sacramento. You know what I mean? Like, come on, I'm not from these areas, bro. I'm from where I'm from. That stuff has nothing to do with me. But at the same token, being that I do create original content on these YouTube streets, you know what I'm saying? Guess what? I'm going to stick to the script. Even if it's just one, even if it's two, even if it's three, even if it's four, it don't matter. Because ain't nobody gonna say, oh yeah, Creep jumped out there and he did this and he said that and blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even from these areas. He ain't it has nothing to do with me. None of that stuff. None of it. And a lot of y'all should take more precaution, man, in the things that you choose to put yourself in. Because you got a whole bunch of motherfuckers that's out there waiting to burn a whole bunch of y'all at the stake And y'all don't even see it or know it until it actually happened. Like Damu said before, you know it, it's too late. You already in it. You feel me? Straight up. I thank God, man, for I'm thankful, man, that as a grown man that I was able to wake my game up the way that it was supposed to be woke. You know what I mean? And try to turn some things around, change my way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? Not for myself, not just for myself. You know what I mean? But for my family. You know what I'm saying? My mom's the people that I'm tapped into every day. You know what I mean? I'm tapped into my mom's every day. My girl, Morticia, every day. These are the people, and a lot of love and care come with that, both ways. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm tripping on letting anybody down, it's definitely gonna be them. The people that's in my life every single day that I love and care for. Their opinions and all that matter to me. How they look at me matters to me. I know a lot of y'all don't care out there, man, but eventually you're gonna have to care about something. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and I'm seeing more and more people in my age bracket pass away. That's crazy. It's crazy. Shout out to Morovia, Duarte, California. You know what I'm saying? We had a lot of losses, man. A lot of losses. A lot of people that passed away. You know what I mean? And you know, tomorrow ain't promised to none of us. So don't y'all think it's time to start doing things correctly for once in our life? Start caring about outside of just yourself. I see all people that have gang ties to a lot of different communities jump online and say how much they love this and love that, and they put everything on their dead homies, but yet and still you're doing nothing to rectify the damage that you have done. I don't see growth in a lot of y'all, especially those of y'all that's putting everything on your dead homies. That ain't growth. That ain't growth. That's barbaric. Because think about this. Every time you put something on your dead homie, you're flipping him. It's like, you're flipping him over and over. Okay, let me burn this side a little bit more. Okay, that side didn't burn. Good. Let me flip him over on this and burn this side. That's all you doing. Darian McGee, what up, Brody? Love and blessings to you too as well. Thank you for tapping in. I appreciate you. Love and blessings extended to you and as well, homie. Appreciate you. But yeah, man, hey man, you know, me personally, I can't do that. I can't be putting everything on this and on that. You know what I'm saying? And then in the same sentence, say I love this. You know what I mean? And I'm not doing anything to build it. I'm not giving back. The only thing that I can give back is these words right now. That's the only thing that I can do. You feel me? So I got to care more about that than anything. I place that on the level, you know what I'm saying, that, it shouldn't be touched. Your word should be everything. So you're not gonna see me and hearing me putting this on this and that and this and that, and I've suffered so much loss in my community. And in the same sentence, say I love this community. Rest in peace to this person or that person. I'm trying to give something back correctly for once in my life. And what I'm able to get back, you know what I'm saying, is these words. You feel me? But look, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all get back to y'all Sunday, man. I appreciate everybody tapping in. I appreciate all of y'all joining me for this live, and I appreciate those of y'all that wasn't able to actually catch the live, catching up to it later, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all the ones that mean anything to the Swang Low podcast. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Thank you all, man, for tapping in. Thank you all for being patient with me. You know what I'm saying? Through the struggles of the technical difficulties that we find ourselves in. You feel me? I appreciate all y'all. Hey, that's a true testimony to this show, though. As hard as me and my girl Martisha has worked, you know what I'm saying, tirelessly. You know what I mean? To bring to y'all, real content, original content. You know what I mean? We work hard. We've worked hard. You know what I'm saying? And really, like from day one up until now, it's been me and her, rough riding. And y'all, Roundtable family, those of y'all that show up faithfully, man. You know what I'm saying? We've been building this thing from day one. Ain't let up off the gas yet. You know what I'm saying? Even with the technical difficulties, fighting through it. You feel me? That's what I love and appreciate. You know what I mean? Hey, man, hey, y'all are the ones. So I have to come correct. I have to come correct to those of y'all, man, that tap in, to show love. Those of y'all that share the post about the show, you know what I'm saying? Y'all the ones. I appreciate all y'all. And to those of y'all that don't do any of that, hey, it is what it is. We don't cry and complain here. You know what I'm saying? We just do our thing, man, and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I extend love and blessings to y'all too. Even if you don't extend it to me. Even if y'all don't extend it to the people at this show or roundtable family. You know what I mean? But to my roundtable family, we got each other, man. Love and appreciate all y'all. But look, y'all get back to y'all Sunday. You know what I'm saying? It was an absolute pleasure being here with y'all, and a blessing. Hey, until the next time we are able to meet up at this roundtable, y'all stay safe out there. You know what I'm saying? Tell the people that's in your life how much you love and appreciate them because tomorrow is not promised. And to the people in my community, we know that better than anybody, man. We've been taking loss after loss, loss after loss. You know what I'm saying? But I love and appreciate all y'all, man. Y'all be safe out there till the next time we meet. Love y'all, man. Triple game.